Hey guys, Petzergling and Daz here, bringing you the final set of the round of 16. This is Stork versus Kwanro, and I would probably say this is the most anticipated game of the night, at least for me. I mean, we were really left on a rough note. The very first game these guys played, Kwanro did a Hydra bust against Stork and broke him. And Stork, who after Flash and Ro16 were both eliminated, I would say Stork would be the next runner-up to take this MSL. And to see him lose a game in the round of 16 to a Zerg who I don't think... I'm surprised to see him even here in the round of 16. It's really tough, and I'm going to be surprised if Stork gets knocked out here, especially in 2 games. And this is on Byzantium too, and I don't think it really is too much of a difference, although I'm actually not even going to check the stats. I think it's a little bit favored toward Protoss, though, as is every map nowadays. But wow, Stork's PVC just is not good in the MSL stats. Alright, fine, I'm going to look it up.
You gotta keep in mind that he played Jaedong in the finals of MSL as well, so that's yeah, like he's played some super awesome Zergs in the MSL. That's why his stats aren't looking that great. But also, you know, his PVZ isn't that good. But like, I just have to throw it out there, I will be super pissed if Stork loses. Like, I'm gonna let a little bit of my fanboy shit out here. If fucking he loses to some all-in Kwanro bullshit, I'm gonna be really mad. Like, I'm probably gonna punch another hole in my wall. There's already one hole in my wall from when I lose to fucking Zerg all-in bullshit. If Stork does it too, I'm adding another fucking hole right beside it.
No, dude, here's what we'll do. If Stork loses since Ro16 and Flash already lost, let's just go to competitive Mario Kart Online. Fuck StarCraft.
I agree. Yeah, fuck StarCraft, dude. If all of our favorite players get fucking all-in cheesed out of the fucking MSL, I'm punching a hole in my wall, and then we're going to fucking competitive Mario Kart. Fuck it, we'll do Halo 3. 1-0. We're off.
Shoot.
Especially if he gets 2-0'd, man. If he gets 2-0'd, oh god, I might as well start fucking commentating Source matches. All these CS players out there will get why that's funny. Fuck Source.
I don't.
You're fuck Zerg. I am a huge nerd.
Didn't
Stork's got
Kwanro
his
do
fucking
something?
super bomber jacket.
Who did Kwanro play? It was Dr. K on this map, and Dr. K had kind of a gimped-ass wall in it, and I think Kwanro did a ling run by and did so much damage economically.
Yeah, that's exactly what
especially a really strong player like Stork, I don't really think that Kwanro is going to be able to do anything crazy like that, especially since Stork knows an opening like that for Kwanro, considering how strong Zerg has been against Protoss lately, especially on that map. Stork would know. I think even though he loses to an all-in build, I think he'd really get some confidence to see that Kwanro opens up with an all-in cheese build. And wow, Stork actually built the pylon in his base. So Stork is going to one base. He is not fucking around.
Yeah, he's not taking any chances here. You know what, like, I don't know if I'm going to have to agree with this. Maybe it's really hard to SimCity on this map. I don't know, I've never really played PvZ on this map.
I don't think so.
It looks like a
not
pretty
more so
map,
than other maps.
You know what, Stork recently had in the OSL he played against Yarnak and he did a 1-base build and he just totally like pushed Yarnak's shit in with this super Zealot Dragoon control early attack. And maybe he's just kind of like got his confidence up and he's confident in his 1-base build. I mean, this is really not the best one. I guess it's a decent 1-base map, but I mean, you're almost always better off FEing versus 1-basing. I guess Stork really just is confident that he can play kind of, I mean, that he can really outplay him as long as he doesn't die early in the game. And I mean,
that's pretty much what he's saying with the 1-base build in pro games. Oh, he's gonna get the drone!
Oh my god, oh no. Oh. Wow, barely saves it. That drone is really low. He might come back to pick that off, but it's gonna be tough because his probe is really low as well.
Yeah, but you can't lose that probe.
Cool first build.
Scouting is so important in Protoss versus Zerg. Even though it seems like you could be doing so much damage with the probe economically, you need to keep that probe alive for as long as possible. And Stork actually going for a single gate build, so he's going for tech. What do you think? Do you think he's going to go for this kind of strange Dragoon Reaver build we've been seeing in foreign play, or do you think that he's going to go for like a Sayer opening out of 1 base?
Dragoon Reaver's really bad off 1 base. He might go Sayer Reaver, but that's...
Well, that kind of got ushered in on when Requiem came back. I saw a lot of Protosses doing that on Requiem.
It's doable.
Well, of course,
it's
right.
Still not
I'm just saying, though, like,
Requiem, yeah.
So you think he's gonna stick to sort of the standard, open up with a Sayer and then get a Citadel down and expand with cannons?
Yeah, one base RDT is probably what he's gonna do. I mean, it's really like the safest and one of the strongest builds you can do PvZ other than Fing. You basically one base RDT and you just use the Sairs, the really early Sairs, to clear out all his overlords from around your natural, and then use DTs to defend your expansion from Hydralisks or whatever the hell else he may want to attack you with. And basically that way you can get your expansion out really early and possibly even oh wow, looks like Kwanro, is that a one hatch? Okay, no, he took his natural, but he's still, it's a two hatch den.
One hatch.
Which is I really thought for a second there that he was one hatch. You know, I mean, this is the thing, he gets the den out that early. Stork has to kill those overlords. If Stork does not clear out the overlords from his base, then Kwanro is going to be able to Hydra bust him, and Stork could lose the game. So it all depends on what Stork does with his Corsairs. Now, of course, the Corsairs gonna be out long before the Hydralisks have a chance to get to his base. But if Stork goes straight for Kwanro's base and doesn't kill either of the two overlords in the area, and the Hydralisks get there, then he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Although it's not that likely, but it's just one thing that he's got to watch out for. It depends how much Stork expects some gay shit. Of course, Stork doesn't really have any real scouting information. He didn't get inside the main, so he doesn't know if Kwanro put down a second hatch or a third hatch. And this is actually that's the choice. If you're going against a one-base Protoss, it's really pretty risky to four hatch. So it's usually either a two hatch or a three hatch. Wow, getting the Hydras out really early. He's not even going to be pumping drones for his natural expansion there. So this is, it looks like he's really going to go for this bust here. And Stork's got to kill the overlords with his Corsairs. Wow, nice move by Stork, keeping the Zealots there. Yeah. That just shows he's a guy who's either been practicing this or he used to play a lot back in the day when one base was common. Because that used to be some shit that Zergs would do all the... Yeah, probably both actually. Because that's just like some shit that Zergs used to do all the time. Wait till you move your Zealots out and run around, and that's how you counter. Oh man, he's not going for the Corsairs up in his base. He's going straight for Kwanro's base. So if Kwanro gets a lot of Hydras there, Stork's gonna be in trouble. Stork, yeah, he is doing the Stair DT for sure. He's got the forge up, so he's gonna go for the expand. Okay, Stork now realizes what's up. He's gonna know what's going on, and he's gonna go straight back to his base and probably clear out overlords. Actually, he's gonna be content to sit in his one base. He doesn't even care about expanding, apparently. I mean, if I was in this position, I would want to clear out the overlords and try to get the expansion with the DTs, but it looks like Stork's gonna be content, or at least he realizes he's going to be forced to sit in his one base and just kind of defend for a while, which is going to make things a lot harder for Stork. If he was able to get his second base out right now, he'd be in a clear advantage. He'd definitely have the lead in this game. Okay, the DT is out. I don't know where Kwanro's overlord is, but there's got to be one coming around somewhere soon. And there's the one around the side there, but I don't know if there's another one anywhere or what. He's got to protect this overlord at this point.
Yeah, and this Dark Templar is really going to hurt Kwanro, though. And just like you said, though, I'm kind of surprised that Kwanro didn't have that Overlord out outside. And now Hydra Speed is out, but Stork does not have Zealot Legs out. So Kwanro's going to have a huge mobility, and Kwanro's going to want to do as much damage to Stork's forces as he can in this short period of time. And Stork, you know, just trying to keep his Zealots alive, doing as much as he can. He needs to try and protect a pylon down, and there's a DT out. Kwanro does not have detection, and that DT is going to be able to get some hits on the Hydras there. Takes him out, and here comes the DT now, and I'm not sure where it is exactly. He's got a DT out somewhere, and there's the DT, and if it somehow gets to the drone line, and Kwanro is actually flooding all of his forces down. He does have 3 Hydras there, but Stork, Solid Snake DT is going to try and run in here, and Kwanro is going to need to take this out, and Stork has 2 Corsairs. Oh my god, Kwanro does not have any Overlords in his main. Oh wow, this is going to hurt. At the very least there, yeah, all the drones. Oh wow, an Overlord hatched right there though. Nice move there from Kwanro. And now Kwanro is going to move in here, and this is going to be real difficult for Stork to defend. The cannons are just warping in. The Overlord is in range of the DT, but the cannon is up. Oh my god, but the Hydras are going to break that. Both of the 2 cannons go down. A single Zealot out for Stork, and this is looking really difficult here for Stork. He just didn't do any economic damage there. With that DT, he's going to be forced back. Oh my god, the DT is still alive.
Yeah, but there's 4 Hydralisks there. He's not going to be able to do any damage. At the very least, he's keeping Kwanro from mining from his main base. I mean, 1 base Protoss against 2 base Zerg is not really that much of a disadvantage, but Stork's got to take his natural soon. I mean, especially if Kwanro gets a 3rd hatchery up and Stork still kind of doesn't have some control and can't get his 3rd base up, that's going to be really bad for him. Let's see, he's got to put down gateways now, and he's got to try to get speed up and take out these Hydralisks, but it's going to be really hard for him. I don't know. I mean, it depends if he started Storm already. If he's already started Storm... Oh, wow, Spire going down for Kwanro. I mean, that might be really bad for Stork. I mean, if Stork doesn't scout that, and he focuses on speed Zealots to clear out these Hydralisks, he could get caught off guard by the Mutalisks really badly. But then again, Mutalist is also a big gamble when you're still only on 2 hatcheries and 2 bases. If the Mutalists do not work out, Stork's going to be right back in this game. So it all depends on how quickly Stork clears out these Hydralisks and whether or not he smells the Mutalisks. Kwanro should not be aggressive here. It's a bad idea. He really does not want to lose Hydras needlessly.
One thing I want to point out too is you said that Stork is behind and he wants to break